Okay guys, welcome back again. Back on the 2007 GSXR 600. Got the Dragon here, Dragon works. And we had the situation with Milky oil. Remember, I got it up and running finally. And we had some Milky oil dripping out of the stator cover. Excuse the lighting, bear with me. If you've been watching me any time at all, you know there's always an issue with lighting. Anyway, so I pulled the cover off there first to see what's going on. And we have our stator and cover here. And they put a new stator in and everything, but for some reason they put it back on and there's no gasket here. And there's no gasket on the engine surface. So they just left it out. So that's why it leaked. But that wasn't the cause of the Milky oil. That's just how we found out about it. So then the next thing was to check out the water pump, because a lot of these bikes, there's a seal in the water pump in between the oil and the coolant. The seal can go bad and then the coolant and the oil mix together. But with these GSXRs, there's a little hole down here in the bottom. See that tiny little hole right there? Get some better lighting here. Let's turn around this way. Yeah, there you go. See that little hole? So if one of the seals goes bad, then it leaks out of that hole and leaks out of the bottom of the bike and does not go into the engine. So that looks like we're safe there. So then I moved around here. For those of you who don't know, these have oil coolers. That's the oil is cooled by the coolant. So this piece mounts right next to, sorry, the lighting is going to be terrible. It mounts right here. Right next to your oil filter, and then the lines from the radiator hook to it, and it runs coolant through these tubes and cools your oil. So if that thing were to go bad, there's another place that it would mix the oil and coolant. But I pressure tested that, and that's good. So then the next suspect would be, and boy, it's been a long day here, stripping this thing all back down again. Stand by 1 second. Set something back up. Okay. So then the next thing is this thing has freeze plugs underneath the cam. So if your engine ever freezes, it pops the plugs out and lets that ice expand so it doesn't crack your block. And as soon as I pulled off the cover, I see something down in there, right there. You see it? So let's get that out and see what that is. Sure looks like a freeze plug to me. Let's get the magnet down in there on it. Bear with me. Gonna have to fish this thing out of here. Hang on, we're gonna get it. It's wanting to flip around. Oh, there we got it. We got it. Fish it out of there slowly. We don't want to drop it down in the engine. Make things worse. But yeah, folks. There you go. That is a freeze plug. And what's happened, if you've seen where I pulled it out of, you see that big hole down in there? Hang on a second. Right there. You see that hole down in the engine down there? That's not supposed to be there. The plug's supposed to be there. Just like there's one, you can't see it too good because of the lighting and the oil's in it, but just take my word for it. That hole down in here, that hole down there goes right to the coolant in the engine. So yeah, there we go. There's our source of the coolant mixing with the oil. So now, of course, I got to tear the timing chain out, the cams, all that stuff to get down in there and get this stuff fixed up. And then we can start buttoning this thing back up, and we have all of our problems solved. We got it running. We solved the issue with the water and the oil, and then you can start rebuilding it. We're going to get plastics for it, new blinkers, headlight, everything we need, and the customer will be finally on his way. So that's about it, guys. I'm not going to drag it on too much longer, but that looks to be the culprit. I was hoping it wasn't that. I was hoping it was a water pump or something, but on these, it's all the water pump is almost foolproof when it comes to that. They kind of solved that situation on this model. I think it's the same for the 750s, but I'm not sure about the 1000s. They might be a little different. So anyway, there you go, guys. All right, if you guys got any problems you can't figure out, you know where to bring it. Dragon Works. Hit me up. If you have any more questions, I know I didn't go into a lot of detail. If you're troubleshooting something like this, just hit me up. This video will be posted on YouTube and Dragon Works Facebook and everything. So just contact me if you have any more questions. And if you need some work done, you know where to go. All right, Dragon says thanks for watching and peace out.